So that is it. No, we have finished the subunit 14.1. I think now the the net everything is okay. I think I will go on for another 10 minutes. The first class I'm not too happy actually. So many obstacles had come and even my own energy level was too low. So let me have at least 10 minutes a meaningful discussion on the next topic. But it's just an introduction. Ethics for management accountants. So the next subunit what we have is ethics for management accountants. Actually what we are learning is IMA statement of ethical professional practice. See, IMA, when they publish something as their official view, they publish that as a statement on management accounting, SMA. So this is published as an SMA actually, IMA statement of ethical professional practice. But this is the code of conduct, but it is referred to as IMA statement of ethical professional practice, and you can even write abbreviate this as IMA, no, not this, IMA SCPP, or simply SCPP you can write. First you can write IMA statement of ethical professional practice and then give SCPP in bracket and you can start referring to as SCPP, right? So I would like to give you a timeline of the IMA ethics. You know, in 19 the Institute of Management Accountants was started in 1990. So that time when they started, it was not called Institute of Management Accountants. It was called National Association of Cost Accountants, right? So in that time itself, they had a standing committee on ethics. So that is IMS commitment to ethics, right? So when they started the Institute of Management Accountants, that time itself they had a standing committee on ethics, and they had the CMA examination launched in 1972. The flagship qualification CMA was launched in 1972, and in 1981 they published an IMA SMA called Towards Code of, no, I don't know whether it is published as an SMA or not, Towards Code of Ethics for Management Accountants. This publication was supporting the ethics section for the of the CMA examination. And in 1983, IMA issued an SMA 1C, Standards of Ethical Conduct for Management Accountants. So this is as an SMA, they have published it. This was just a publication to help people, I mean the students writing the ethics section of the CMA examination, right, in 1981. 1983, they published an SMA, Standards of Ethical Conduct for Management Accountants, the first code of ethics for management accountants in the United States, right? So that was published in 1983. What was the title? Standards for Ethical Conduct for Management Accountants. Because the management accountant terminology was established, there was a certification called Certified Management Accountant in 1972, and then there is a code of conduct for management accountants. That was the title. And in 1996, IMA launched another certification program called Certified Financial Manager. That is top. I had passed this examination, CFM. Uh, like it was like part one examination. They had two parts, two this thing. Part one examination. Now we have the financial accounting, all those things. No? Like that, if you take one financial management or financial reporting like that, two emphasis areas were different, and if you take one part, you would that's an option. You would become a CFM, and if you choose the other one, you will become a CMA. And if you take both, you will have all the designations CMA and CFM. They stopped after that actually, but in 1996 they had a confusion whether this would really get the financial managers also into it, because it's only managed code of standards of ethical conduct for management accountants. So they revised this, and this SMA was called Standards of Ethical Conduct for Practitioners of Management Accounting and Financial Management. Like that, they revised this SMA 1C, and this was titled Standards of Ethical Conduct for Practitioners of Management Accounting and Financial Management. That was published in 1997. And in 2002, Sarbanes-Oxley Act had really changed the way accountants were looking at ethics, because the Whistleblower Act, and then until then you were saying that you should not be taking the cases to the court immediately. You should be really taking things only to your managers, all those things. So now wherever some injustice comes, you have to take it to the notice of the legal authorities, all those things. And then people were encouraged to bring all insider information if they were having tax avoidance, all that, to the public. Like whatever wrongdoings are happening in the organization came to light through the whistleblowers, all that. So that was encouraged by Sarbanes-Oxley Act in 2002. So some of the provisions of the code of ethics, that if you come across any issues like some tax evasion and all, you should not be reporting to the tax authorities. Even now, that is the desired behavior, but you cannot make it so obvious, because that is violating. If you go into the village office also, you will see you are not giving bribe or you are not taking bribe. But if you really see somebody giving bribe, you have to inform that is vigilance, all that, right? So the way you look at things have changed, the scenario has changed. So they needed really a change in that. So IMA revised Code of Ethics after Sarbanes-Oxley Act in 2002. They called IMA SCPP. From there onwards, 2005 edition onwards, they had the name IMA SCP. The new code provides more direct global ethical guidelines. From 2005, it is called IMA SCP. And 2017 they revised it. IMA Statement of Ethical Professional Practice is updated in response to the globalization of commerce, as well as changes in the business and regulatory environment, and the management accounting profession itself have changed. Like the risk management was given more importance. Globalization, like the management accountants had to take a leadership role in the modern environment. That was well appreciated. So it is about the leadership role, the proactive role the management accountant should take in the organization, and the growing importance of risk management profession had to be taken into consideration. So they revised that in 2017. That is the edition now we are going to learn. As the new revision is even now from 2017, if you change something, you have 1 year time for that to be uh, tested in the examination. So 2018, like halfway through, 2017 July was the effective date. That means 2018 third and fourth quarter examination onwards, only the new SMA was tested. So you should really know the transition from 2005 to 2017, and I will emphasize on that. So the SCPP, the IMA Statement of Professional Practice, which we are going to learn, is effective from 1st July 2017. This replaces the previous version published in 2005. As I told you, like when they revise it, they really see the background change, the context change, all that. One of the context change is actually that IMA is a member of the International Federation of Accountants. IMA is a member of the International Federation of Accountants, like that Institute of Chartered Accountants of India is a member, AICPA is a member of the International Federation of Accountants. One of the membership criteria is that the members should have a code of ethics for its members. The member bodies should have a code of ethics for its members. That code of conduct should not be less stringent than the IFSC's, International Federation of Accountants, IFSC's code of ethics. IFSC's code of ethics is given by a board called International Ethics Standards Board of Accountants, SPA. That is the Ethics Standard Board of the IFSC. They have a code of ethics, and IMA is a member of IFSC. So IMA's statement of ethical professional practice or code of ethics should not be less stringent than anyway. What we are learning is the Thomas Trouble. I will stop here. I have given you a good background of the IMA CTP. So this is the way it is formed, and we will go into the provisions of IMA CTP in the next class. So I'm stopping it here, and I thank you so much for your patient listening, and I am very sorry for all the disturbances we had in the class. John and Terence, this is your first day. Believe me, this class is not this bad on the other days. Okay, so we will have the next class.